as if I am a Gen Z that only participates in the sharing economy. My name is Arun Kumar and I am the driver. Welcome to Driven Diary episode 75. Driven Diary is the documentation of my life as I build a $1 billion automotive service business called Driven Auto Co. Driven Auto Co. currently is made up of two companies. I founded Driven Performance Advisors in 2018, which is a consulting firm focused on the automotive aftermarket. That business is really now just designed to fund the growth of Driven Auto Care, which I founded in 2023, which is a chain of auto repair shops currently only located in the San Francisco Bay Area. We'll have 3 locations by the end of February 2025. And I'm very excited to be sharing this journey with you all watching. So thank you very much for watching. If you want to stay up to date on what we're doing with Driven Auto Co., please don't forget to subscribe. Now, this week is 2 weeks because the first week was such a short video. I decided to postpone uploading episode 75 until I had accumulated a little bit more footage. So this is 2 weeks. And in the first week, I hit a dilemma of feeling like I have too many cars. And then I blow up the Murcielago coolant hose. Just bought a Murcielago a couple weeks ago. And now it's in the shop getting fixed already. Yay. And then the second week, we had our manager team meeting, our first one, doing a weekly Sunday evening training session that will be a constant occurrence going forwards. And then I flew to Florida for a shop owner conference. I got to talk about techniques that helped me grow from 0 to 3 locations in 19 months. And then I flew to South Dakota, where I am hoping to expand Driven Auto Care in the coming years, as well as sort of set up a personal home base out here as well. I really love the Black Hills of South Dakota, and you'll get to see a little bit of why in this video. So with all that said, hope you enjoy it. Let's get to the video. Okay, Monday evening, you already saw me drop off the DBS at Car Park, where it's not consigned, but we're gonna try to sell it through Bring a Trailer or some other means. And so that means the Mercy and the Tesla are here inside. And I wanna show you my weird trickle charging setup that I've set up for the Mercy. So this car, unlike the Tesla, although it technically has a cigarette lighter charger in there, the charger that I got with the car seems to be broken. So I've got a C-Tech here that I had in stock at the shop, plugged into the wall there, and we're running it straight to the Mega Fuse back there. So this is a safe way to trickle charge these cars, supposedly. Hope I'm not destroying it by doing this, but everything seems to be good there. And I've got a Murcielago 6.5 V12 in my garage here. Kind of janky, but there it is. Looking good. And while I'm back here, I'll reflect a little more on yesterday's Cars and Coffee. So it went very well, I think. It was very well attended. People seemed to have a good time. I did get a call from the event organizer today saying I fell short in a couple areas, but fortunately, I believe I know exactly how to solve those problems and that I can bounce back for the next event that we do there. I don't know when it'll be. I don't know what it'll be, but we will do another event at Driven Auto Care like that. That was a lot of fun. So yeah, got some things to learn from this one on events. I'm not the best at events, to be honest, but it's a bit overwhelmed taking care of the kid up until like an hour before it started. So anyways, that's all for Monday. Tuesday afternoon, and I'm headed home. It was a day of calls for Driven Auto Care, for Driven Performance Advisors, for Schwartz Advisors, and so nothing really to film. I was at the Fremont shop, and I'm very excited to have implemented a new thing. And the new thing is we're going to be holding Sunday evening manager meetings. So this is going to be meetings where all of the managers of the stores, all of the 3 shops coming up here, will meet together in one location on Sundays with me and one technician, and we will be talking about how to make the business better. That's all it really is. So our first meeting is this coming Sunday. I just wrapped up making the agenda for that. It's very exciting. And then I separately want to address a conflicting subject I'm going over as I sit here. I love my Murcielago, and there's a lot of money I want to spend on my Murcielago, but I don't have that kind of car money right now. And in reality, I don't even really have that much like liquid cash to use. I gotta pay a lot of taxes this year. I'm buying another shop. I gotta put money down into that. So I'm kind of already cash strapped. And yeah, I didn't intend to buy a $160,000 Lamborghini in cash, but I was able to, and that was the opportunity that was presented, and I bought it. So bit of a situation comes from that. I have 8 cars currently. And you might be asking yourself, what do you mean you have 8 cars? Do I have 8 cars or 9? Let's see. So my Explorer, my Mercy, my DBS, my LR4 that I'm currently in, my Passat, which I haven't seen in a while, but it's still there. So we're at 5. My race car, which is now in storage, 6. What am I missing? The Tesla. Oh, the F-250. Tesla doesn't count. That's Evelyn's. The F-250. And then I just bought another car. Not just. A couple days ago on Friday. Or, yeah, technically on Friday. This one was inconsequential amount of money, but I'm very excited to share it with you. It is a wagon. It's the first wagon I will have ever owned. But it cost me much less than this watch. It cost me very little money. So I jumped on an opportunity that I found, and it's getting shipped here from Nebraska tomorrow. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, I have 8 cars, and I'm one man, and I don't need 8 cars. So do I need 2 SUVs? Maybe not. Maybe I can get rid of the Explorer or the LR4. Do I need a big diesel truck? When I'm towing, I wouldn't have any other thing, but how often am I really towing? Not that much. So, and the problem is I have a huge sentimental value with that truck. Race car, not selling it. Black Passat, not selling that one. The DBS, I love that car. It is one of 13 in the world in that color. It's one of 84 carbon editions they ever made. If I sell it, I'm not gonna be able to get one back just like it. I get the feeling. So I would regret that one, but I probably won't drive it very much now that I have the Mercy. So there's a lot of cars, a lot of sentimental value. What should I do? What should I do, folks? Let me know. Let me know what you think. That's all for now. Good morning. I got a tunnel. Let's enjoy this together. Okay, well, nobody said that Lamborghini ownership was going to be easy. Let's figure this out. Monday morning, and I didn't get Driven Diary episode 75 out yesterday because it is literally 5 minutes of footage from the week. I'm going to roll it into this episode, so I will update you on the Murcielago first. It ended up being a coolant hose that was improperly installed after the engine out service that the car had a few years ago that was rubbing against the exhaust. It burned through the rubber hose and spilled coolant all over the exhaust, white smoke billowing out of the engine bay. I pulled over as quickly as I could, less than a minute, no overheating, no other issues. Got it on a tow truck, as you saw. Very expensive tow, $600 to take it from Sausalito down to Redwood City. Dropped it back off at Taormina Motorsports. Ted has it on the lift today and is fixing that, making sure that the check engine light that came on during the photo shoot was just the car getting mad for idling for like an hour. And they are also doing an oil change because on a couple of occasions when I was under very heavy load, full throttle uphill, the car flashed a low oil pressure light, and it was slightly low, but not like crazy low. So that's the update on the Mercy. I have quite a busy schedule where, you know, I am working 8 to 9 hours per day, and I have 9 to 10 hours a day of childcare responsibilities, and the rest of my day is sleep. So I'm sleeping 6-7 hours a night. It's a lot to be doing, and I do find myself a little bored during the childcare stuff, but I also am beginning to accept, you know, this is the life I've chose, and I better figure out how to make it work, as opposed to just continuing to complain, which admittedly I've been doing a lot of. So I'm trying to not complain about the life I have chosen. That's kind of silly to be doing. That's that. I got the Passat back from Driven Auto Care Campbell, lowered with refinished wheels. It is looking pretty good, but needs a bit of more work still, so I dropped it off in Fremont this morning. I am currently in the Camry, the old Camry, the 01 gold Camry loaner car, on my way down to the Santa Clara Superior Courthouse to hopefully wrap up the lawsuit and get paid for the former client that stiffed me for $5,000. So we are getting through that, and yeah, I think that's about all I got. We had our manager meeting yesterday. That was very exciting to do this manager meeting with the team, and I'll tell you more about that when I get to the courthouse. All right, so court, first of all, success, established a payment plan. My former client, he's claiming to be in significant debts. I don't know what those really would be, but I asked for kind of proof of debts. He didn't really seem interested in providing those, so I just hand wrote a contract, had him sign it right there, and I am currently waiting for him to send me his payment information. Separately, I said I'd tell you about the management meeting. So every Sunday we're doing manager meetings where we build the people who are the face and leaders of the shops, each individual shop. And the first meeting was very good. We had 4.5 hours of talking, teaching, exchanging ideas, exchanging problems, and it went very well. So, all that said, I'm excited to keep going with it. I am actually going to be traveling this week. I'm going to Florida for the Institute Summit, which is a automotive shop owner coaching group. I'm speaking at this event. I'm excited to do that. I've got 20 minutes about sort of a unique message that I can share with other shop owners. So I'm hopefully going to have the chance to publish that at some point. And then I also have a trip to South Dakota after that. So I'm going to South Dakota. And looking forward to that as well. So that's all I got for today. Oh. Tuesday, 12:30, and just wrapped up at the dog park because one of the things I always dreamt about for having my own business was the opportunity to go do whatever I wanted in the middle of the day. And sometimes it feels very good to do that. And sometimes you can do it just because, you know, you're in the midst of a lot of things and it helps to just clear your head for 45 minutes. So I got a car yesterday. I'll show you that when I get back to the shop. It's very cool. I'm excited about it. Very excited about it. In fact, it's the cheapest Passat W8 I've ever bought. It's the fourth Passat W8 I've ever bought, and it's the cheapest. I got a couple comments on my last YouTube video that I want to address. People were very disheartened by how I felt about my kid, and I think I've already addressed this in the video, but just I have to accept the family I've chosen and come around. But the comments were weird because they're saying you don't spend enough time with your kid, and I'm like, well, I actually am responsible for him for 10 hours a day, and he's asleep for 4 of those, maybe 3 or 4 of those. So I do spend plenty of time with him every day. That's not the point. It doesn't mean that my relationship with him is perfect, but it doesn't mean that you should presume things in YouTube comments, which, you know, that last video is the most popular YouTube video I've had as far as a normal Driven Diary is concerned, so I'm excited about that. But anyways, I leave for Florida tomorrow. Very excited about that. I have plenty of work to do for consulting clients. I'm building up leads in that world, a few different potential new clients. Schwartz Advisors work is plugging along, and the shops are staying busy. So that is the update for today. Let me show you this car.
Some weapons of mass destruction. No, this is for
It's just a Corolla.
I don't know how harmed that can be.
Okay, well, it's Wednesday afternoon, and I'm at the Atlantic Ocean. It was not that long ago that I think I drove out to the Pacific Ocean, so it's only fitting that now I'm here. So I'm here for what's called the Institute Summit, which is a shop owner conference that will be going on for the next 3 days. I'm speaking tomorrow. Very excited to be contributing to the change in the industry that I believe is needed. Smooth flights. Went through Denver as always. San Francisco airport looking a little weird, as you saw in one of those earlier clips. And Florida being Florida, someone got drug busted in a Corolla. That's all I got. I'm tired. Slept like 4 hours last night. I forgot to book a hotel room until I landed at the airport. Fortunately, they still had one. And here we are. So, keep you guys updated as the convention continues, and we'll talk to you later. Guess I'm getting a little fancier here. Let me show you guys the sunrise. Been rehearsing quite a lot for my speaking today. This is my unregistered badge for the event. And go to breakfast, and then I'm speaking right after lunch. Let's go learn about shop ownership. All right, presentation over. I'm back to my room to put on the event uniform here and then head back down. I think it went pretty well. Some things I could have delivered better, but that's always how it goes, and hopefully there's some good media from it. I don't know if I'll have the opportunity to share any of it here, but yeah, gotta get changed and get back down there. It's Friday morning, 6:30, and if there's any positive to come out of the massive sleep deprivation of newborn, is that it has been very easy for me to wake up at 4 a.m. Eastern in the last 2 days being here. I went to bed last night also at 7 p.m. Eastern, which is 4 p.m. Pacific. And I passed out right away, and I slept for 8 hours straight. So that was fantastic. I've been very productive this morning. Just getting caught up on everything that I need to do. Basically, I've made a lot of kind of organizing lists of tasks that I have to knock out in the next few days while I'm on the road. And fortunately, the time in South Dakota will be very quiet, so I will have plenty of time to get some of these tasks done. Another day of conference today. I think this afternoon also will be pretty laid back, but I would appreciate probably a bit more rest as well. So I'm planning to take that. Done my workout this morning, but I went for a walk yesterday morning, but as you can see, it's pitch dark out there still, 6:30 in the morning, and I have to be at breakfast at 7, so I don't really want to go walk in the absolute pitch darkness in a place where I know there are crocodiles. It's kind of got to me yesterday. So I was walking around just on the hotel grounds, which is kind of lame considering I'm right on the beach, so I would like to walk in the daylight a bit more. So I'm going to walk after conference today. I got my consulting clients. I got plenty of work to do for the shop. I'm trying to delegate as much as possible. Marketing, I've got a consultant helping me. I'm having Eric train up Nate, who is the new manager of the Fremont location. Eric will be moving down to Campbell. Alex will be moving up to San Ramon. And then I got to figure out everything I need to do for San Ramon still. And then I've got a couple consulting clients with work going down right now. So that's it for right now. Talk to you later. Now we're going to be on a Changing the Industry podcast. Second one of these I'm doing. It's going to be good. It is 9:15 p.m. Mountain Time, and we're in Rapid City again. I'm going to my Airbnb in my Turo, as if I am a Gen Z that only participates in the sharing economy. I got a 2019 Mercedes GLC 350e, which is a disappointing vehicle. And I'm going to my A-frame cabin in the mountains. So it was going to be a good night. I almost hit a deer just now, about a mile from the airport, so that's ridiculous. Welcome to the Midwest, I suppose. And I've been awake for a long time. The conference ended very nicely. Great final day there. And I am gonna be spending a couple days here in Rapid City. I'm getting an apartment tomorrow and hopefully a driver's license the next day, registering my Passat wagon and continuing to embed the roots in Rapid City. So that's all for now. Okay, well, I haven't made it to the hotel or the Airbnb yet, but I'm on this single lane snowy road and I have come across like a 1950s car just sitting in the field. And that's a little sketchy, but I'm gonna keep going. Take you guys along for some of this. It is 9:40 at night. I almost hit a deer, like I mentioned, so I'm on edge about driving in general, but now I'm on this single track snowy road and I feel like a true adventurer out here. So this is pretty cool. Sunday morning. Here is my car and my cabin. This is the driveway. Look at this thing. This is so steep in the full-on snow. The Mercedes did great. Just climbed right up. No big deal. So, to wrap up this video, I did go and get an apartment in Lead, which means I'll be giving up the office that I had in Lead, South Dakota. And I now have a lease that will allow me to insure the Murcielago with State Farm out here, which is exciting. And what else? It's very cold. It's going to be -2 degrees here tomorrow, but that'll be for next week's video. I'm sitting here in my A-frame cabin and enjoying definitely some peace and quiet in the midst of what has been an extremely busy last several months. So that's about it for Driven Diary episode 75. Thank you very much for watching. Until next week, stay driven.